impaired. Driving high is a DWI. Drive smart.
Extra enforcement now on Minnesota roads. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Fan forecast.
High in the 80s today. It's going to be soupy.
Listen to KFAN Daily on your iHeartRadio app and send us your talkbacks when doing so. Just another way to stay connected to the Fan.
Hey, the Power Hour, it's live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today for an internet service monthly rate with peace of mind.
Over that story of that airline flight being diverted because somebody puked. Can you imagine how bad it must have been?
Disgusting.
That is gross.
Oh, I just can't even imagine. The smell of that?
Nightmare.
Did they use sawdust when you were in school?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
And that, whatever that other stuff was. There was that other stuff, too.
For a while,
Don't even know what it was.
Like, if I smelled sawdust, I'm like, all right, who puked?
Yeah. But there was that stuff that looked like kitty litter.
Oh, yeah. It's like, it's quick dry stuff that they use in garages if you spill oil.
Yeah.
I forget what that's called. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Speaking of that.
Yeah. I know. Speaking of that, what do you mean?
So, spilling oil.
Oh.
There was a video that went, I don't want to say viral, but there was a video that was circulating of Jennifer Aniston getting oil thrown on her, right?
Oh,
and everybody was like this and that, and look at this. And then, the Twitter community notes was like, this is not a real thing. This is for the morning show, right? So you had a whole bunch of people reacting to the oil spill, and then everybody noted, this isn't a real thing. This is for the next season of the morning show. And I'm going to say it again. It hasn't even started, and I already hate it.
You hate it.
Because they're going to be overly blunt and preachy about climate change. And I'm like, look, I'm with you, and you're already pissing me off. It's the worst show. I freaking hate it.
Corey, I'm going to say it again. I'm the only one that have said this. I felt the same way about the Barbie movie. Everybody loved it so much, and I am 100% on board with everything they said. I just wanted more fun and less preaching.
The fun part was Gosling, right? The preaching was the Margot Robbie thing. No doubt. Gosling was the
and it's an important message.
No doubt. And freaking Billie Eilish almost made me cry.
I know.
In fact, I was tearing up.
And I didn't think you were capable of
doing it. I thought you were a machine.
I thought you had him removed.
Watching it with my girls. Watching it with my girls, and then Billie Eilish's song came on, and I just about broke.
Yeah.
It breaks your heart. You don't and you don't have to be a girl dad to understand why.
Yeah,
right. I just happen to be. I just don't get it, man. I have seen every episode of the morning show. I will probably hate watch the next season. Why do I do it to myself?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You're not mad at me.
There are shows that I like I don't watch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just really somebody threw oil on her. Okay.
We
got to get rid of oil. I get it. Oh my God.
The first 5 or 6 episodes are great of that show.
Yeah, the first season I had
and
fun
then
with.
and then when the
it gets
the jumping the shark
boy.
with the car off the cliff bit is like, what? That's your idea?
I know.
That's terrible.
But they had a chance to show you what a morning show like the Today Show is like with controversy and what it's like to be behind the scenes and the production value and how they do it. What they ended up doing about season 2 is just started saying, let's go down the line of social causes and make sure we check all of them.
The boxes.
So now it's just it's like an agenda more than a good show. It's just I hate it.
And
it's an F.
But you keep watching.
Keep watching it.
Yeah.
I'm part of the problem. I know.
Okay.
It's like the ultimate hypocrisy. The show pisses me off, and I can't stop watching it.
Do the same thing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, there's got to be something that just the executives, they tell the writers they have to do this stuff, because the newsroom kind of did the same thing at times, too, where for the most part it was good, but then it was like, really, the crew happens to be on an airplane when they kill Bin Laden,
right?
And the news guy gets to go up there to the pilot and be like, it's my honor to tell you that Bin Laden's been... What is this?
I'm with you.
Yeah, you're right.
The writing gets preposterous. In the newsroom, I think it was vastly superior to the morning show.
Yes.
Vastly superior.
Well, that's what's his face.
Sorkin.
Yeah, Sorkin, man. That guy's
He's great.
badass.
So good. But it's exactly what you said, Cord. The morning show is just, okay, so we talked about COVID. Now we got to talk about women's rights.
Yep.
Now we got to talk about this. Now we got to talk about the climate. And it was like every episode was like a cheap PSA.
100%.
And it was we turned it off. I don't think we watched the whole second season. It's just bad.
It's bad.
It's bad TV and it's overacted TV.
Which is too bad because there's so many good actors
Yeah.
on the show
Yeah.
itself. People that I freaking love as people and as actors, but you throw them all together and it's like,
The
this
guy
is just...
from Hawk's favorite film, about the band.
Yeah, Billy Crudup.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's great.
And he's
Crudup's
great in it.
incredible. But
he's a rare TV character named Corey. That doesn't happen very often.
good
That's
one.
his
He's a big douchebag. That's what I meant.
on brand.
Real quick, speaking about being part of the problem, you know when you order the food in the drive-thru, and then you go around the little corner to pull up to the window, and they always say go to the second window, and you're like, why is there even a first window?
Yeah.
Because you never go to the first window, ever. I digress. I'm part of the problem because almost every time now that I go to a drive-thru, and I do it a lot because I only eat about one time a day, and I like to enjoy it, and I love fast food. Can't help it.
yeah, fast food whales.
I just love it. I don't know why. As I'm making the corner, I'm thinking to myself, I can't believe I'm paying that much for one meal at a fast food joint. I mean, when you go and you order whatever meal from whatever restaurant and it's just you eating and you're not being, Tommy Olsen's order at midnight. You know what I mean? You're getting one meal deal and it's $15 and you keep doing it over and over again. That's when you're part of the problem. I mean, if I got a cheeseburger, a fry, and a drink and it's $15, I should go home and make myself a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
We went to, was it McDonald's? And a small
We weren't there with you, buddy.
chocolate shake was like $6.
Yeah.
Is that right?
$6.
No, is that right?
I think it was small or large was $6. Because I think it's only smaller. It doesn't matter. But $6 for a large shake
$5
should not be
Also, you got to use the app.
price.
McDonald's at this point, if you're not using the app,
I'm
because
not.
you're
I should. You're right.
The app has so many good deals.
I'm downloading it
every
right
day.
now.
If the twins
every
score
day.
more than 2 runs, you get a free double cheeseburger.
Well, then
Use
I'll
it
never get
all
one.
the time.
But they do things like that, but also you are not only are you getting points, there are deals every time you go through, whether it's 30% off an order, $10 or more, this or that. Like every time you're saving money.
I'll
Yeah.
download.
I'm doing it right now.
And you get a bunch of free stuff too.
Yep.
If
It's
you
a
get more-
no-brainer.
If you get more points.
Free
Yeah.
stuff is good.
How do you spell
That's awesome.
McDonald's?
How do you think you spell it?
Dude, trust us. Nobody believes you don't know how to spell McDonald's.
MC.
Good start.
Trust us. Nobody loves McDonald's. I love McDonald's.
Dude, of course.
It's so good.
I've said it to you guys a million times, though. I like McDonald's was such a treat for us because we didn't have one anywhere near my hometown. So you had to go to Dayton to go to McDonald's. And that felt like you were going to Valley Fair. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm going where that damn clown in that purple thing live. And they make cheeseburgers.
Remember when they used to actually be in the McDonald's
Yeah.
when they had a Ronald McDonald?
Mayor McCheese Wales, underrated fast food.
100% agree.
Underrated?
Yeah, nobody
100%
talks
agree.
about him enough.
Nobody does.
Dude, he's the mayor of cheeseburgers.
Mayor McCheese was a fascist, and you know it.
Dude, you honestly, you don't
Go
want to
back
know.
and look.
I've seen the tapes. You don't want to know about that.
That's
Go
what
back
the
and
next season of the morning show
Go
is
back and
about.
look at his policies. He was absolute trash. Paul, your hands up.
What's a fascist?
How do you think you spell it?
FACISTIS.
Okay.
STIS.
Don't look at me.
CBS this fall.
STIS. Statist?
I don't know. I just asked.
Oh, it's a good day to get the McDonald's app.
What? Okay.
Why?
Apparently, if the twins make a trade, everything's free.
Brilliant, Zacco. You're good at this. All right, I'm downloading. Here it is.
You're
Let us
downloading, here it
continue
is.
tailoring your ads.
Apparently, I've had it before.
Continue.
It's always a good reminder when they just say, just tap and reload it.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, this app looks sweet.
Not sweet.
It's-
The Burger
it's
King one is sweet. The
elite.
Wendy's one is sweet.
And the best thing is, have you ever done this where they got the 2-lane drive-through?
Yeah.
Somebody pulls in, you have the app, you pull into the other one, and you beat them to the window.
Man.
You beat him to death.
Yeah. Let me tell you, though, right?
God.
How much do you hate when you're standing in line at Chipotle and somebody walks in and picks up the order and walks out? You're like,
I was that guy for a long time, and
know,
I
man.
realized I'm never doing this again
Yeah.
because sometimes back in the day there would be like a 30 to 40 minute wait at Chipotle, and again I have the world record for going there the most times without actually eating there. So I'm standing in line for my girls going, this sucks. And I'm watching these idiots go up there.
That is a great point.
So eventually I'm like, can we just order? And then I've been doing that forever now, and it's way easier. I don't remember the last time I stood in line at Chipotle. What a waste of time. Order ahead.
Hawk, here's the beauty of it. Hawk and I are about to go on like a 12-hour road trip today.
We're going to drive.
We won't use
It's
any
longer than that,
apps.
by the way.
We'll pay full price, right, Hogs?
Yeah, we might. Well, I mean, I'll be busy texting, so I can't get to the app. Okay.
I just signed up for it.
I did too. I'm in.
Sweet.
Well, what's my rewards and deals here?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Click on them. Watch it. Look at all the deals I got every day.
I did sign
You're
up.
saving money every day.
Yeah. Fries.
I signed up.
Okay, yeah, I'm agreeing to terms.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't care what it
Yes,
does.
I agree. For God's sakes, give me my food.
Are you supposed to give your social security number?
Absolutely. Yep. Do that. Say it on the air.
Yeah. 14.
I got 2,200 points expiring on August 1st.
You better hustle.
What do they need? Oh, I guess they do need to know. Okay, here you go. $2 breakfast sandwich. 20% off, $10 or more.
See,
$1
already.
any size fries.
Let's
Because I'm going to eat that stuff anyway. I might as well be saving that money.
Right.
I
You just said
think
your
you're right.
meal's $15, right?
Yeah.
20% of it, you're already saving $3 every time you go
God,
through.
you're good at math. I wish I was good at math like that.
Wow, I just got it.
What, herpes?
No, the thing. No, don't send me notifications. I don't want that. Wow,
Anyway,
this app's
there you go.
sweet.
See? Oh, good.
$2 breakfast sandwich?
Now you're talking.
Free Big Mac?
Look at you talking.
20% off. Wow, Corey, you are good at things.
What I love is,
Oh, wow.
I was trying to explain to my wife, like, look, when you take Harper to McDonald's, make sure you use the app. And she's like, I'm not going through all that. It's like, oh, for God's sakes. It takes 2 seconds to just get the number.
I just
Brought
don't.
to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Thanks, Builders and Remodelers. As much as Harper loves McDonald's, Angie likes spending money more.
I'm with her on that.
All right. Let's see here. What's new? Coco Gauff lost at the Olympics. Got into an argument apparently with the umpire, but then lost to something called Dana Vekic, maybe, of Croatia.
What sport is that?
Tennis.
Okay.
7-6, 6-2.
What sport is that?
I'm sorry. I don't know things.
No.
So she's gone.
How about the
that's whack.
17-year-old swimmer girl who's like blowing everybody's doors off? I love stories like that, man.
Yeah.
From where? From us? From
Canada.
the U.S.?
She's Canadian. Yeah.
Oh, don't know anything about her.
Like she's like just 17 years old and just dusting people.
How about the guy? Was it last night? I know it had happened earlier, but in the primetime bit, I forgot where he was from. Was it
NASA?
Was it Bosnia? And he won the first ever gold in swimming for that country.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. I love those are my favorite stories, man.
Yeah.
When they went through the opening ceremonies and they go through the countries alphabetically, there were so many countries that I thought were fake.
Yeah.
Right? You see, you're like, that is the first time I've ever heard that name. There's no way that's a real place. Then you Google it and you go,
Yeah.
for God's sakes, look at that. That's a real country. They sounded made up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we're talking Olympics, by the way, here's some audio of man. I wish I knew how to say his name, but we were talking about him being on the pommel horse, Steven Nedarosic. Anyway, so they won the first medal for the dudes in gymnastics since 2008.
It's a home run. Oh my God! The drought is over. Team USA, they will be on that medal stand. Olympic medalist Steven Nedarosic, you did your job.
Now it's official. The drought is over. There'll be no more questions of when. That time is now. Medalist at the Olympics, the U.S. men.
At one point in your life, I hope everybody in the world gets to experience something like that.
You hope I get to win an Olympic medal? That's very sweet of you,
I'm
man.
not doing
We
that.
need that soundbite.
Yeah.
Zach's just like, I just uploaded the podcast. You did your job!
Yeah.
I didn't even notice when I loaded it. I got to play it again. I'm sorry. I got to hear it.
It's a home run. Oh my God! The drought is over. Team USA, they will be on that medal stand. Olympic medalist Steven Nedarosic, you did your job.
Brilliant. Yeah. We need that.
Here's Tarico talking to Steven.
Going up to pommel horse, last guy up in the whole competition, I had a good feeling that our team was in a great spot. I just knew I had to go up there and do my job. Team USA gets a medal. I think you could see it right away when I land. Oh, dude, goosebumps right now, man. That's the best moment of my life.
The internet has had so much fun with you and social media with the whole Superman deal, the whole Clark Kent deal. The glasses come off, Superman gets on the pommel, right? America said, that's our guy. Right?
Yeah. That's cool. They were happy. I like Tirico, man.
Yeah.
Did you hear him on Smartless?
Yeah, and I almost feel bad for him, right? When you have just A-lister after A-lister after A-lister, and then you see Mike Tirico's on Smartless, you got to realize most of the people listening to Smartless are going, who the bleep is this? If you're a sports fan, sure, but there's a whole bunch of people that are like, skip.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't go to Tirico, you listen to Lisa Kudrow.
What a life. I mean, you know, it puts in perspective guys like Tirico, and there aren't many of those guys, who've seen almost every giant sports moment live in person. That's really cool, man.
Yeah,
he's done it all.
He's a jack of all trades. He even talks about that in that Smartless episode, right? That he grew up not wanting to be just a one-sport guy and wanted to be able to do everything. Was it Marv Albert? Who was the guy that he was saying that he like idolized growing up? I feel like it was Marv Albert.
I think it might have been Marv Albert,
I know Kenny, his son, he's doing water polo for the Olympics, but he's the TNT Stanley Cup guy. He does football for NFL.
This is a weird rant, but stick with me for 10 seconds. As you mentioned, Kenny Albert, Noah Eagle is incredible. Ian Eagle's son. Jack Collinsworth is awful. It's so weird but it's
you
so
just hate people.
But like the Noah Eagle is so great at what he does, and he's like 23, 24.
He's not awful, but
he's terrible.
He could be fine at a regional outlet, maybe.
Yeah,
he didn't deserve the Notre Dame job.
Correct.
Right,
well, he doesn't have it anymore. They moved on.
Right. So that I feel bad for him in a way because it's like he was thrown into a stage that he was not ready for.
The Bronny of broadcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you want to fail more, Sauce? Jack Collinsworth or Bronny James? Or just both?
Good question. No, I don't want Bronny James to fail.
Why not?
I just they make it seem like he was the number one overall pick. They don't anymore because everybody's moved on. But at the time, they made it seem like he was the best player in the draft.
Tomorrow, there are two sliding doors we can walk through.
Okay.
Right? Which multiverse do you want to go into? The one where Jack Collinsworth gets fired and never broadcasts again? Or the Lakers cut Bronny James and he never plays in the NBA again? You can only go through one door.
Ooh.
Good question.
Yeah, man. Which pill? What you going to take?
It's an important decision.
Probably go through the Jack Collinsworth door.
Where he never broadcasts again.
Yeah, because he's terrible at it.
Oh.
I wonder if Jack Collinsworth has ever listened to the Power Trip podcast.
What if he's a huge fan of yours?
I doubt it.
What if he's like,
but here,
they got to get rid of that
You
guy?
know what? I've been in Minneapolis a couple times, and I listened to that morning show, and there's only one guy in the show worth a damn, and it's Meat Sauce Spotlight.
Nobody has ever said that.
Yeah, but what if he's the one?
This is a fiction.
What if he comes? This is the multiverse where things like that could exist.
Oh, brilliant.
What if he has heard the show and he's like, he just connects with you. He's like, I get the bit. And then he checks out the show today and you're just going, God, the world would be such a better place if he never broadcasted again. I wish Jack Collinsworth would just die.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, you implied it.
Not.
You implied it.
You walk through the door
You
and
walk through that door.
Collinsworth gets murdered.
I'll stay on the other side of the door. I don't want anybody murdered and I don't want anybody fired. I don't want him fired.
Okay, good.
You just want
He's
him
just
to be
not good
better.
on the air, and you know it.
Okay, but he isn't. What if he just has a heart attack?
I don't want
He's
him to
not
die.
murdered.
No,
Do you
I don't
think,
want
do you think if Jack Collinsworth listened to this show, he thinks you're a good broadcaster?
No, he's not drunk. No, I'm terrible at this job. I'm surprised I'm still here.
Okay. Billionaire walks in the room, says,
Yeah. Kiss me.
$50 million, you have to name your son Jack Lambert after Jack Collinsworth.
No, it's got to be the whole thing. It's got to be Jack Collinsworth Lambert, but $50 million.
Yeah.
And that's just his first name.
Yeah.
No doubt. 100%. Yeah, Jack Lambert's a cool
$5
name.
million.
Yeah, he's going to give you $5 million, and he gets to urinate.
Yeah, I mean, there is a Jack Lambert.
He's a billionaire. You'll do what you're
It's
told.
got to be JAC.
Yeah, sure. See, that's even.
You're going to let him urinate?
That's even more. That's why he's a tie.
Are you agreeing to Chris's
I didn't hear
There was an addendum there.
amendment?
You
What is the addendum?
He's going to urinate on you.
$5 million and he gets to pee on you.
So
the billionaire.
I name my soon-to-be son
Jack Collinsworth Lambert. And the
I
billionaire
get pissed on
the day that you take the money, you get peed on.
On the
For
Power Hour.
$5 million.
$5 million.
On the stream, literal stream.
And everybody knows about
tax-free.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Where do I get peed on?
Your face.
Can I wear goggles?
No.
In Studio C, we're going to have a live audience.
Don't care.
Wait,
Yes.
can I wear goggles? No, then sure.
$4.7 million.
You got to keep your eyes open like Clockwork Orange.
$5 million.
$4.85 million.
Sure. Yeah.
Here's something for you, and you stay with me for a second. Every morning, You wake up. You go about your business. But before you can walk out the door, every day for the rest of your life, a millionaire or a billionaire, let's make him a billionaire, of any, I don't care who the guy is, has to urinate on your hands until he's finished. And then he writes you a check for $1,000 every day for the rest of your life. But you can't do it just one time. You have to do it every day for the rest of your life.
Paul, I'm
every
going to do some math for you, Paul. That's $365,000 a year.
Just to get my hands peed on?
Every day,
every morning. Whether it's Sunday morning or Tuesday.
But like some mornings, if I just go, no, I don't get the check.
No, you have to do it every day for the rest of your life, or you have to give back all the money you've ever given.
Okay, let me ask this guy. Eventually, that person will pass away.
Okay, but you guys live exactly the same life span. So it happens.
He plays a lot of
and by the way, if you go on vacation, he has to go with you.
How about this person is 20 years younger and in way better shape, so it's going to outlive you for
and
sure.
he takes a lot of vitamins, so it smells real bad.
And he loves asparagus.
What about Bronny James Lambert, and then we can call him BJ Lambert?
That was his nickname in high school. His dad's nickname now, down at the courthouse.
Why? Why is he called that at the courthouse?
Because he wins his cases, man, whatever it takes.
Oh, he's your lawyer.
That's what I said.
Would you agree to the urination scenario from 30 seconds ago?
We're in the middle of the news. Come on,
Getting my hands peed on?
Yeah, $1,000 a day.
$1,000.
That's a pretty good deal.
$1,000 a day, rest of your life.
Sure.
Okay, that's your dad though. That was the thing you weren't prepared to say yes to.
My dad?
Your dad's peeing on your hands.
And you have to hold it for him.
Oh my God! No. Would you?
Like your
I'd
dad
love to get
peeing on
paid
my
for
hands?
doing what I do for free now.
My dad pees on you. Oh, look at that!
See, and Jack Collinsworth thinks this show is good. Can you imagine if he just listened to the last 5 minutes and he says, "That's the guy that's criticizing me? That guy, the guy that's getting peed on for the rest of his life by BJ Lambert?"
That's a terrible name.
Headlines is next. If we don't get fired in the next 5 minutes, this is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan. iHeartRadio is live from Paris.
The Paris Olympics underway.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
5 of the Paris Games underway. Yesterday's action headlined by the U.S. men's gymnastics team winning bronze in the team finals. Team USA's Frederick Richard is thrilled.
I mean, it feels amazing. All the hard work, the hard days for years and years have paid off.
The U.S. women's gymnastics team competes in their final today. The U.S. is the top qualifier. They are led, of course, by Simone Biles.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Perception. Car buying is stressful. Reality. It's easy to do business with us. Perception. Interest rates are high. Reality. Luther Brookdale Mitsubishi is offering 0% for 48 months and up to $1,750 off on Outlanders. See dealer for details. Exclusively at Luther Mitsubishi.
Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com. All the gaming options you can imagine are at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Poker, blackjack, bingo, slot machines. They have it all. They also have, of course, shows all the time. You check out the entire concert calendar at TICasino.com. For example, TLC is going to be at the island. If you want to hear songs like No Scrubs, Creep, and many, many, many more, they're going to be at the Island Event Center on Sunday, September 1st. So right around the corner, TLC at the island. You can get tickets at TICasino.com. Parliament Funkadelic featuring George Clinton also going to be at the island on Friday, September 13th. Tickets to that show available at TICasino.com. You can also get down to the island for an experience of food and beer when Island Bites and Brew packs the lot on Saturday, September 14th. For more information on that event and many, many more other events, go to TICasino.com. It's Island time at Treasure Island Resort and Casino.
Hey, this is Jeremy at Unique Classic Cars in Mankato. And I know this is the summer that you want to finally drive around in the classic or muscle car of your dreams, and we are the best place to find it. Go to uniqueclassiccars.com to shop for your dream car today.
Meat sauce here. Are you hungry for a winning lunch? Try Holiday's new Cheeseburger Square Wrap. It's a burger and a wrap combined for a mouth-watering experience. Perfect for anyone on the go. Don't settle for a boring lunch. Try our Cheeseburger Square Wrap today. Stop into a Holiday Station store and fuel up like a champion.
Hey, it's Marnie Gellner here for Scheels. We just put in a swimming pool in our backyard, so of course, we're heading to Scheels for all the fun accessories like floaties and goggles, and we can't forget towels and sunscreen. Plus, we'll have a lot of people over, so Scheels has yard games like cornhole and ladder golf. And maybe you'd like to elevate your backyard cooking with a solo stove or a new grill. Don't forget the camping chairs and patio tables. Whether you're at a pool, by the lake, or just soaking in the sun, live the good life in the great outdoors this summer at Scheels.
Buying a big-ticket item like an appliance doesn't have to be stressful. Don't waste time wandering the paint aisles looking for help or arranging your own delivery, installation, Holloway. I'm Angela Warner, and at Warner Stellian, our appliance specialists simplify the process from selection to professional delivery. We'll coordinate everything for you at unbeatable prices. Like right now, you'll get paid to upgrade with our summer bonus sale. Find out more at our 10 Minnesota Warner Stellian stores and at warnerstellian.com.
Have a blast at Holiday with our exclusive new Gatorade flavor, Lightning Blast. And now is the right time to stock up on the Thirst Quencher. Because when you buy any two 28-ounce Gatorades, you get the third for free. So hydrate your head off. Mix and match flavors like Cool Blue, Glacier Freeze, and Holiday's exclusive new flavor, Gatorade Lightning Blast. Give it a try. Buy any two 28-ounce Gatorades and get the third for free. Only for a limited time and only at Holiday.
You're free now. Free to fill your feed with impossibly chonky chonkers. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber Internet. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability, service in select locations only.
Hey, it's Corey Cove, Power to Your Morning Show for Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Raising Cane's One Love. Raising Cane's believes education is a major pillar in our community and wants to partner with your school. This year, Canes offers support through fundraising, sponsorships, even donations, and more. Visit canesandcommunity.com to see how Raising Canes can support your school this year. And, of course, stop by Raising Canes if you're back to school shopping in the next month or so for the best chicken fingers on the planet. They're fresh. They're never, ever frozen. My favorite food on the planet is Raising Canes. I go Caniac combo, no slaw, extra toast, but you do what you want. Best chicken fingers ever. Raising Canes chicken fingers. Raising Canes. One love.
You're listening live to The Power Trip on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Great question from emailer Deanne. Does it change it at all if it's a woman that number one's on your hands every day? And it definitely does for me.
Because it turns you on?
No, not necessarily. But it does change it for me, and I don't know why. I guess I just expected a gentleman's urine is going to be dirtier.
Let's talk financially.
Okay,
what way does
sure.
it change it? In this scenario, the hypothetical was $1,000 a day you were going to get paid.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your rate if it's a female then? Are you paid less because it's less torturous?
I can only get $500 a day out of the ATM.
Brilliant. Yeah. I'd say it costs you. I'd say it's $2,000 you get if it's a lady hawk.
A lady hawk?
Yeah, a lady bird.
Also, anybody that gambles doesn't have a $500 ATM limit.
Trust me, brother. I keep it at $500.
I think he does that on purpose.
That's your guardrail?
That is my guardrail.
Oh, man.
Yeah, then he waits till midnight.
And then you're calling the number on the back of the card going, are these people open 24 hours? How do I get this thing raised quickly?
Or a couple taps on the app and it's done.
Is that right?
Yeah. Not that I know.
I don't want to know that. Please don't tell me.
Tell him that.
Please do not.
My bad.
Yeah. I'll give you the Men in Black flash right now. You forgot it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, should we do headlines?
Damn right.
Now it's time for Rose Lines.
Headlines brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. Go solar. If you want to get turned on with Wolf River Electric, get those solar panels put on. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
I think we're a handful of weeks away. I think either August or September those things are going on. Pumped.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Good for you, man.
quick update to the old box office. Deadpool and Wolverine, $211 million, so it was technically the 6th biggest opening of all time.
Sheesh.
211.
You mean a 211?
Oh.
There's a store, but don't point.
So good. It's such a good film.
Such a good movie. Yeah, Marvel's all the way back.
All right.
I think, they said they're like the first film franchise to reach 20 billion or something like that. It's insane, man.
Kevin Costner wants us to stop calling Horizon a, quote, passion project. Okay, well, let's call it a failure.
Hawk loved it.
I did love it. I haven't even seen it yet, but I know I'm going to love it. Here's the thing about it, Kevin Costner. I'm a huge fan of yours. It's tough, man, because you're a giant movie star and the world has revolved around you your whole life. But I haven't thought about Horizon since the week it came out. Not only have I not called it a passion project, I forgot that it was a project.
I think everybody forgot it was a project. Yes,
isn't that weird? Though? I mean, we're all living our own movie.
Yeah. And my guess is that's a reaction to him getting interviewed, right? And 1,000 people have said, so this has been a passion project of you, right? Yes, it was.
Yeah, but don't encourage it.
I get it. Didn't work.
It bombed horribly.
And there's a second one, which
I can't wait.
I mean,
which has been shelved.
Oof.
Yeah.
Has it really?
Yeah. We did that story. Remember?
Oh, man.
It's not going to go out in theaters. I think it's going to go to like a
right, because the strategy was let's see if we can get a bunch of people to stream it, and then hopefully it's more anticipated when the second one comes out. I don't think that's going to work because everybody's pretty much hated the first one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The thought is if we release it too early, it has no chance of succeeding. I don't know. Good luck to him. You know, you want to see somebody's passion project succeed.
Sure. Like the initials game and initials.com. There you go.
That's one example.
Yeah.
The other thing that somebody is clearly passionate about is the gold bikini from Star Wars. When we talked about this a couple weeks ago, I'm like, can you imagine the pervert that's going to pay an ungodly amount of money for Princess Leia's bikini?
Yeah, he'll be back tomorrow.
I honestly cannot believe it's only this much. And this is a lot of money.
Yeah.
This is actually one she wore?
The one that she wore.
Okay, there's only one. Okay.
For those of you who have not seen the number, because it sounds like Sauce also has.
I have not.
I'm not saying this is a small amount of money. It's a lot of money. But Star Wars, arguably the most beloved franchise in film history.
Yeah.
Princess Leia, one of the iconic movie characters of all time. That gold bikini for a lot of young men was a big deal. Your thoughts on the Princess Leia by Jabba the Hutt bikini? What do you think it went for at auction?
I mean, that's, man. But you're making it sound like it didn't go for as much as you thought.
This is a big number, but I'm still a little surprised
like
it wasn't.
$375,000.
Okay, $375.
I was thinking 466.
$466. Maxo.
I'm gonna go $700K.
All of your numbers, I think, are what I thought it would be.
Same.
$175,000.
Oh, that's surprising because
I would have guessed more.
Man.
Yeah, I thought people would pay way more.
Way more. But now I want to see a picture of the person who bought it and then just judge them completely based on their appearance and go, is this the kind of person?
Right.
Because let's be honest, this is going to be a dude that did this. Is this the kind of dude that bought it for an investment? Right? He just wants to hold on to it for 15 years and then flip it? Or does he have a mustache?
I am picturing the comic book guy from The Simpsons. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That would seem like a really good investment, though.
It would.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's going to be in the same quality shape in 10 years.
Why is this part worn out, sir? Was it like this when you got it?
Did you wear it? A 77-year-old woman in England named Mary Jacobs.
I know Mary.
She's lovely. She's 77. She has been trying to sell her very unique collection, something she's been collecting for 40 years. She put up her collection for auction this month, and no one bid on them.
Oh. What are they?
163 bedpans.
Oh, my God.
On the wall.
Brilliant.
No one bid on them, even though she says they're, quote, clean, washed, and in fantastic condition. She bought her first bedpan at a Salvation Army in 1984 and decided to keep it because she wanted, quote, something different. And then it snowballed.
Ew.
Yep, that is.
Yeah, gross.
I don't think Mary Jacobs is using the right terms. Cops in Florida, of course it's Florida. This one's unbelievable. Cops in Florida on Saturday pulled over a car. They saw the driver wasn't wearing a seatbelt. And then during the traffic stop, they noticed that the passenger was moving things around pretty suspiciously. The woman was 41-year-old Lauren Riley.
I know Lauren.
Lauren made an interesting choice. Inside of her purse, she had a bag labeled bag of drugs.
Yeah, as one does.
And inside it wasn't her weekly meds. It was crack cocaine, powdered cocaine, crystal meth, Xanax pills, and other drugs. Also a needle, straw, metal spoon, 4 glass pipes. And if you didn't hear me 15 seconds ago, she had it labeled bag of drugs.
It's important to stay organized.
Well, I don't know how you're going to confuse what that is.
Yeah, I also think it's the old, well, no one will think it's a bag of drugs. People think that's a joke.
But also, who is that label for? Right?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
she knows there's drugs in there.
Good point.
Right.
It doesn't matter if the police ever look in her purse or not. If I had a bag of drugs in a Ziploc bag or a little, coin purse, essentially, whatever she's got it in.
Clutch.
What's in this?
Yeah.
That's
Hawk
my
has
bag of drugs. I don't need to label it.
Hawk has a clutch.
Not anymore. You guys shamed me out of it.
Oh, you bought it at Wet Seal.
Sounds like a wet seal in here.
Today is National Cheesecake Day. I saw on Twin Cities Live yesterday, they were getting ready to celebrate it because Lieber said it's his favorite dessert.
That
National Cheesecake Day.
Is it Cheesecake Funk? I think that's his favorite spot.
Oh, yucky.
There was a code for him on NBA Jam.
Oh, really? Well played. Cheesecake is okay.
Solid take.
It's okay. It's overrated dessert in the dessert repertoire, but it's a overrated one.
What would you rather have? Jack Collinsworth never broadcast again or cheesecake off of menus?
Well, wait, I don't want him fired, but I would rather not have cheesecake on menus. Cheesecake is overrated.
Some people do like it, but it doesn't taste like
You
cheese.
don't like it,
doesn't
do
taste
you,
like
Huck?
cake. No, it's false
And you don't
advertising.
eat it, Cord, do you?
No, I don't like it.
It's
I tried it.
But I'll tell you
It's
what.
okay.
Yeah, it's just all
I'll tell you what I like doing, though. I like going to the Cheesecake Factory. They have really good food.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Really good food.
You love that place.
I do. I love it.
You and my dad
Ridgedale,
make
baby.
love there.
Not anymore.
What happened?
We got thrown out.
How?
Hi.
Howdy.
Chipotle is selling its first beauty product. They are selling a burrito-proof lip stain.
A burrito-proof lip stain?
Burrito-proof lip stain that is guacamole green.
What?
I mean,
So it's not going to leave a stain on your burrito.
I guess.
Or your...
Careful. Or your burrito.
Okay.
A guy who speaking of Chipotle, let's stay with Chipotle for a second. A guy who just got a job at Chipotle in Georgia says he forgot to take out the trash and his manager chased him with a gun.
Well, that's
reasonable.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
That's called
motivation.
Indoctrination.
Yeah.
That's called hazing. It's take out the trash or we chase you with a gun. It's Georgia.
Yeah.
The country?
That's
No.
what Barb does if we don't read a vibe.
Wow.
Yeah.
A guy in Italy died of a heart attack while running from wasps.
The band?
Yeah, man, they were trying to play Wild Child.
Oh my God, I'd run.
Tori and I would run. Well, I'd attempt to run from that.
Hawk's a hero because he'd run to it.
Yeah, I would, man. I'll
Wasp
take this
is
one for you.
terrible.
I'd be like that old dude from Neverending Stories. Run, Trey, you run!
Wasp sucks.
God.
Come on now.
Oh, come on.
We
I like
can't
that
play
band a
any.
lot.
Wasp
Which is a
terrible.
damn shame.
The
You like wasp? Love
FDA,
wasp.
the FDA says people are overdosing on Ozempic.
Yeah, come on. You can overdose on anything. Don't
I
take too
guess.
much of it. Stop it. Trust me, it works. Just take one shot a week. That's all you need. Everybody be cool.
Man, Hawk?
Yes, sir?
Hold on a second.
What are you talking about?
I'm looking at Wasp songs.
Yeah, Wild Child.
How much do you love
Blind
the
in
song
Texas.
Widowmaker?
Not one of my
Blind
favorites,
in
but I like it.
Texas?
Blind in Texas is probably my favorite.
Hold on to my heart.
Not bad.
I want to be somebody.
Wanna be. That's a Who song, by the way, that they covered.
Sleeping.
Yes.
Forever Free.
The Forever Free will break your heart. That's a sad song.
Chainsaw Charlie.
I ride the wind forever free.
You know that.
It's a garbage pail kid.
Restless Gypsy.
Yeah, that was written about John Taylor.
Yeah, former Niners wide receiver.
How about the song Sex Drive?
Yep, that was written about your great-grandpa.
Wow.
Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's
Wasp is terrible.
Stop it.
Right, Gore?
Would you rather have a heart attack or listen to an entire Wasp album?
I'm probably eventually going to have a heart attack. So
Don't have a heart attack. Just rock out.
Yeah, I'll probably listen to Wasp.
Yeah, let's get it on. I remember getting in Scotty John's.
Oh, my God. You're
green
making people
1970 3-speed GTOs, 3 on the floor. And that son of a bitch would do a wheelie when he popped the clutch. And I kid you not.
What does 3 on the floor mean? I've never understood that.
Meaning
So
it's 3 gears?
Shift, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And so, I mean, the gearing is so small that when he popped the clutch, it literally would do a wheelie. It really would.
And you guys had listened to Wasp?
And we turned on, the first time I ever heard Wild Child by Wasp, I was in the backseat of his green GTO and doing wheelies and thinking I was going to die. And we were rocking out. We were going to play Tri-Valley South the next day in football. Those were good days. I was free.
Is that when you were in Moonshine?
Dude, no, I was in high school. I was a sophomore in high school.
And you thought you were sweet.
Nope. I hated myself, but I was having fun.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't.
Man, it was good old days. Scotty Johns. I wonder where they're having that son of a bitch.
Is that the guy whose dad beat you up?
No. You set up, right?
All you can eat pancakes are back at IHOP.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've never been.
You've never been to an IHOP?
No.
What?
There was one in Maple Grove.
Yeah, I don't want to tell my
years.
story because I don't want to offend IHOP in case they spend money on this.
They don't. Go
I
ahead.
don't think
What's
there's
your
one
story?
Is there one in the Twin Cities anymore?
Yeah, there was
Rosemount, I think.
there's
by
one.
the
Is there
Veg.
one in Burnsville area? I went into one once and the entryway smelled like a used diaper, so I turned around and I was hungry. So that's how bad it
Could
smelled.
it be that somebody had doo-tooed in there and it wasn't their fault?
What's a
Because I'm gonna tell you right
That's
now,
what R2D2 does when he takes it down.
I've been to many IHOPs and not one of them.
The
smelled
funny
like
part
dirt.
though is when we walked in there, your dad was just going.
My dad does not. Please stop.
He was just huffing
No,
the
he
diapers.
doesn't.
Listening
he
to
doesn't.
Machine Head.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Breathe in, breathe out. Brilliant, Sacco.
Please no.
Yeah, he was just
No,
huffing.
my
it.
dad does not huff poop.
And Zacho, the old IHOP in Maplewood is where my buddy Eric got unbelievably mad at the waitress when she guessed that there was 8 of them.
Yeah, that's great.
That was one of my favorite
You have
stories.
weird friends.
God.
They get mad about weird things.
Well, it was just the best.
It's a good
Again,
story.
Do you know this story, Zachary, or not? It's a repeat
It's
story,
an
but it's
old
one of
one.
my favorites.
It's an oldie, but it's a goldie, man.
Maplewood IHOP. Do you know which one I'm talking about? I don't even know if it's still there.
Yeah, it's
you were there
still
1,000 times?
Right off of White Bear Avenue.
Right. So we went there, and we sat down, and my buddy Eric was the first one to grab the menu. And apparently on the back of the menu, it said, 1,200 IHOPs internationally or whatever, right? And he goes, don't look. He goes, if anybody guesses how many IHOPs there are within 50, I'll buy you breakfast. And I got lucky as hell. I just guessed 1,200. I nailed it. And he's like, son of a bitch, right? And he's like, you looked. I'm like, I just sat down. So he's bitter that I guessed it right, and he's got to buy me breakfast. Waitress comes over, and he goes, hey, how many IHOPs do you think they are? And again, she works at one. And she goes, I don't know, 8? And he goes, 8? This is the International House of Pancakes. 8? And she's like, I don't know. And that made him extra mad that somebody that worked at IHOP thought that Maplewood was one of the 8 international locations.
That group got laid a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, he was so mad. That pissed him off. So he paid for my breakfast, and he just wanted to kill the waitress.
That's funny.
That's over.
That's a great story. Yeah.
And what's funny, what I will laugh at until the day I die, I watched her hamster wheel spinning, right? It wasn't just like, and I wonder how many. She had zero concept of the business she worked for. Thought there was just 8 scattered. Like, if you worked at McDonald's and thought there were 8, how do you function as an adult and think that there's 8 of them? She thought there were 8 IHOPs.
8?
And that was not just a bad guess to piss him off, because she didn't know we were betting on it. She didn't know. She had no context. She just thought there were 8.
Yeah.
8? 1,200? I don't know.
Meanwhile, the happiest person in that story is her.
Yeah.
No,
She
it was
doesn't
me. I got free breakfast,
I suppose.
and I watched Eric completely melt down on a waitress. It's the best.
Now she's the CEO.
She's the CEO, and she now realizes there's probably 1,200.
I wish I could be like her, though. Like, I wish I could just not care about
oblivious.
those things. Ugh.
It's pretty fun.
Eurosport commentator Bob Ballard will no longer
spurt. Euro spurt.
That's exactly what you said.
That is a different kind of Olympics.
That's the website you were on earlier at the beginning of this.
You tried to pay $10 a month for it.
Oh, man.
Eurosport
There we go.
commentator Bob Ballard will no longer serve as a broadcaster for the network during the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. Ballard uttered a controversial remark during the women's 4x100 meter freestyle relay on Saturday on the BBC. After the race concluded, Australia secured the gold medal. The team exited the pool deck. As they were walking, Ballard said the Olympians were just finishing off before continuing. You know what women are like, hanging around, doing their makeup.
Come on.
His co-commentator, Olympic swimmer Lizzie Simons, said, "Oh, you're outrageous, Bob."
I would have bet $1 million it was going to be related to their swimsuits, but he played the makeup card.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
They're just sitting around doing their makeup. That's a rosy comment.
Yeah, 100%.
And then he tells us a week later he was just kidding.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Did anybody watch, by the way, I think you might have, Max. Did you guys watch fencing this weekend?
Yeah, fencing was sweet.
Yeah.
That was like the main thing that I was watching. It's awesome.
I can't get into it because I can't tell almost every time they go so-and-so. Like, I feel like the wrong person is celebrating.
Same.
I'm like, well, I guess I didn't see it. Then you see it in slow motion. You go, all right, he got the first touch. But it happens so quickly, I just never know what's happening. It's chaos.
Same rant as earlier, but when you watch the Gold Zone, they had my favorite guy, Jack Collinsworth, and another guy, but it was the same situation, but they didn't explain it, like how the sport works. They just went to a different event.
It's interesting because I think there is a line there because you don't want to over-explain for people who do know what's going on, but you do have to explain for people. I would say, you know what? Maybe you can't over-explain in the Olympics. Because most of us watching have no idea what the rules are. That's a good point. You're right, Saucy. That's a good point.
Thank you.
The actual broadcast had some good commentators that were explaining what was going on. It was really fascinating. And even just because some of them, because, obviously when you see it in movies, it's like on guard and it's like ting, 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 ting. But some of them were like more samurai-like, where as soon as they said go, boom, someone got hit within like 2 or 3 seconds. So it was really fascinating just seeing the different ways that the matches could play out. I was incredibly enthralled by it.
30-year-old medical student named Lee Kiefer made history when she became the first American fencer to win gold medals in foil fencing at 2 consecutive Olympic Games. Good for her.
Yeah, it's fun, but
there's something she forgot to tell you.
What's that?
She's not left-handed.
Is that a Princess Bride joke?
Look at you. You've never even seen the movie and you understand the reference.
It's also one of the best lines of Blazing Saddles, and this is my shooting hand when he does that bit.
Yeah, right.
I don't even understand that reference because I've never seen Blazing Saddles.
Eurospurt.
This is my shooting hand.
Zacho, you're on fire.
I'm not left-handed.
Man, you just drain threes when you shoot.
Yeah, I'm going to miss him next week. He's clever.
Love too, brother.
Yes, we do. I'm a 3.
I mean, the sports where there are judges are sometimes frustrating too. I was watching women's skateboarding the other day, and I forget who the commentator was, but it was a former pro skateboarder.
It was Ransom Weaver.
Yeah, so Ransom Weaver,
the lead singer,
a couple of times would be like, "That was a solid run. I think that should be somewhere in the mid-70s," and then it'd be like 88, and he'd be like, "Oh, I don't quite understand why the judges rated it so highly." Or it'd be the opposite.
Yeah,
like that was a really solid run, and she landed this trick and that trick. I'd say somewhere in the 85 to 90 range, and then she gets like a 74. He's like, "I guess I don't get that." It's like, man, this seems super subjective. Man.
That's
frustrating.
Why last night and I know it was the primetime bit, it already happened, but it's on at like 4 a.m. I don't know why I have to explain that, but that's why the gymnastics commentating people are so good at what they do, because there's stuff that the regular people who just watch it during the Olympics don't know, and he'll be like, okay, that's a 0.3 deduction, right? They explain it well as it's going on, and that's great. But some of these sports, I think it's a lot of people who don't normally commentate on skateboarding or whatever.
Sure.
Well, that's why they almost always have one quote broadcaster and then one quote expert,
well,
right?
That's why Tyler did that, right?
Yeah, and that's what Chris is talking about. The balance between keep it on the surface if you're the broadcaster, and then you can get into the weeds if you're the expert. Yeah. It's the same thing with almost any football broadcast team. That's why they have a color analyst. Is one person calls the plays, the other one breaks it down. I mean, I think it makes sense. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe it hasn't even started. Has anybody seen Trampoline yet?
No, I haven't seen that one.
No, I watched that.
Isn't that the man show?
But I have loved the. I've seen the Twitter complaints. I mean, like, what are we doing? Trampoline?
Oh,
it's like, so wait, so people can do a whole bunch of flips and cool tricks, but if they don't fall into water, like off a diving board,
right?
Then it's weird. It's no, they need to fall in water. What if they just land on a trampoline?
Relax, Jack from Titanic.
It is all about tradition, though, right? Diving and springboard diving and platform diving. It just seems like that's part of the Olympics. But you put them on a trampoline and people lose their minds and think that it's not the same. It's unbelievably athletic to do what they do on the trampolines. It's crazy.
Here's something that I find ironic. This morning, I just out of nowhere, I played Paging Mr. Herman.
So good.
Do you know Pee-wee died a year ago today?
Oh, man.
Man, it seems longer than that.
Yeah, it does.
It does. I would have guessed it was.
And we talked about him at length like the morning of before.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
We cursed him.
Man, there's some weird connection with Pee Wee Herman.
You know what?
Oh, man.
That's also.
Tough. By the way, best of luck today for Jack Collinsworth.
I don't want any harm.
Well, we didn't want anything to happen to Pee Wee, and look what we did a year ago.
But that's already a year ago.
Yeah.
And I would have guessed like 2021.
Oh, I would have thought it was like 4 months ago.
Well, you're wrong.
He's got you there.
He's right.
I don't know what else we need to
Yeah,
tell you.
sometimes I like to disagree with him, but he's right.
Cooked you.
Gotcha. I'm not smart. Don't understand a calendar.
Well,
hey, today was fun.
Today was fun.
Yeah. I
fun.
love working with you guys.
But Rosie
And I
will be
mean
back
that.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
Rosie will be back, and Parrish back tomorrow.
Yeah, but not us.
We won't. Yeah,
Are you
Hawk and I
ready,
will be
brother?
gone. Yeah, I can't wait. We're going right now.
We're going to hold hands.
Safe travels, boys.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Thank you.
Who's going to get us on the air?
Will you guys give me a
Zacko?
souvenir?
Oh, yeah. No, I've already talked to the I Heart Canton folks, so.
All
Yeah,
right,
we'll be
sweet.
broadcast live tomorrow morning from Canton, Ohio.
Can't wait, dude.
I can't wait,
We got to go right now.
obviously.
All right. You're buying all the food.
Noon is next. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. Don't forget to check out the Power Trip podcast on iHeart Radio or any other possible podcast network. We'll see you tomorrow.
You too, Abba-Dabba. Love you.
Only questions and surprises. All the answers in this. Something got a hold on me,
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
Lisa